The words jumped off the page. Bradley is loquacious. Translation: Bradley talks a lot. Some things never change. Imagine being in first grade and receiving that first report card, and on that first line it said, loquacious. I thought they were assigning me a new religion, and I was born Jewish. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our most welcome guest. Have you ever taken an assessment or a test and thought you were one thing going into it, and yet what you found out, somebody said, nah, you're something else? Anybody? Well, that's what I kind of felt like with this project. Upon completion of the questionnaire, I found my answers place me in the initiating style of communication. Well, I always like to know the meaning of words, so I went to the dictionary like anybody would. Now, I didn't go to the Merriam-Webster dictionary because, well, they changed their definitions weekly. So I went to the Cambridge dictionary, and it said this: initiate means to cause something to begin. In other words, to start something. I've been accused of starting a lot of stuff. Now, used in a sentence, it might be something like, with the help of his many LPR classmates, Brad helped initiate Liberty Toastmasters. Or maybe initiate could mean something like allowing somebody in a special ceremony to initiate them. And again, used in a sentence, Brad has enjoyed initiating many new members into Toastmasters and helping them develop their skills of oral communication. Now, exploring this style a little bit farther, I discovered that there were other traits associated with it. Being sociable, energetic, enthusiastic, spontaneous, fun-loving. Wow, me to a T. The information went on. Due to the gregarious nature of a person with an initiating communication style, he may be perceived as someone who talks more than he listens. I wonder if my wife wrote that. He's often perceived as self-assured, innovative, and persuasive. He likes to feel accepted and is motivated by relationships. He responds strongly to praise and approval. Praise and approval. His pace is fast, and he appears impulsive at times. He prefers stimulating, personal, and friendly work environments. Well, there you go, bucko, me to a T. But is it really? You see, there were 3 other communication styles that were all equal in the assessment for me: direct, supportive, and analytical. And initiating was only 1 point above. So here's the question I ask myself, because I often talk to myself: how do I use this information? Well, it's always good to, I guess, understand how the world perceives you, but I don't really care how they perceive me. I want to know how I perceive myself. And what should I work on? My weaknesses and get better at those, or work on my strengths and get better at those, or do both? Well, to me, it really doesn't matter. This is all good information to have if you've never done it before, but I've done this time and time again. And so I'd like to offer you a different approach, one that's worked for me for many, many years. I'd like you to consider starting your communication style with a yes attitude. Now, let me give you a real world approach. And let me start off by saying this: nobody cares about your communication style. Maybe your mom, but nobody else. What people care about is themselves. Your job as a communicator is to attract, connect, and engage by giving value first. It's all about their perceived value, not their communication style. By starting with a positive attitude and getting into your head a positive mindset, this is the source of all wealth. And if you start with a yes attitude, you win. The customer wins, your friends win, your spouse wins, your kids win, the world wins. You will help others, a la your husband, wife, friends, family, by starting with a yes attitude. And if you get them what they want, you'll get what you want. A harmonious life, an awesome group of friends, customers who will run to spend money with you. Knowing your communication style will give you a snapshot of where you are today. Having a yes attitude will give you a lifetime of success by being positive and giving value. Knowing your communication style is important, but having a positive attitude is much more important. Now, here's some actionable things that you can do every day. And I do most of these, actually, all of them every day. Start off by reciting something positive, a prayer, a mantra, or meditating. I recite the Optimist Creed every morning and every night. It gets my mind going in a positive direction. Read something great like The Little Golden Book of Yes Attitude by Jeffrey Gitomer. Go to buygitomer.com, buy 2 copies, one for yourself, one for a friend or a spouse or a significant other, and share the ideas. It's a great conversation starter. Listen to Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. It's awesome. Or listen to his power line. Google his name, Earl Nightingale. I'll guarantee it will help improve your attitude. Write something every day. Great writers become great thinkers because they edit what they write, and then they become even better leaders. There are just a few of the actionable things that you can do every day by having a positive attitude. I was born loquacious, but I'm practicing being a better listener by being in Toastmasters. Yet I live a yes attitude. And my communication style has followed me to be successful, to have some wisdom, and most importantly, to be happy. So with that, I'm going to shut up and stop being loquacious. Madam Toastmaster.